Good morning. Oh, I wish I could be in a different pair of pajamas right now. Out of breath. All right, so, right. Well, here I am avoiding COVID. Here I am. I've got shingles again. Shall we all clap for that? Not happy, Jan. So that's fun. Okay, so I'm gonna have to wear like second skin on these things, and the neuralgic pain, well, that just adds to a lot of the pain. What's the difference? I mean, just add to the rest of the pain in my body. Okay, because yesterday, guys, my heart was just going down below. My oxygen was going down below. I think because I was actually having an angry day, because there was external things that I can't control that keep happening and again and again and again that cause me frustration. It's now going to stop though. I'm going to make it stop because I can't keep doing it anymore. Because yesterday my heart was just going nuts. So I'm on a chill pill situation, under a chill pill, as in I was born with the chill gene. It was on 23andMe, and I'll take it. I am pretty chill. I could walk in front of a car. Yep, at school, to prove this chill pill factor, gene, we had this long corridors that went everywhere, right? Kind of feels like Hogwarts, doesn't it? Doesn't watching, I don't know, but watching Harry Potter for me is like going back to high school, you know? It's this, because I was Hermione. I was talking to the boys and my friends going, why are you talking to the boys? You going out with him? No. No. He's my friend, idiot. Yeah, then you go out and you look at them like sucking face and you just go, oh, that's disgusting. You're exchanging saliva. I was so immature, as you can imagine. Dirt. I'm an autistic girl. But I was just like, ugh. I grew out of that, of course. Now I'm ready to go to, I'm going to go to Las Vegas and see Man Australia, whatever they are, those Australian men. Why are you over there? Huh? And why are you all gay? It's not fair. Basically, oh, manpower? Is it that? I don't know. What's the Australian one that's in Las Vegas? Oh, they're good. Ladies, they're good. But there's also this dude on TikTok, but I've lost TikTok because Google TV doesn't allow TikTok. So I'm off the TikTok. Doesn't bother me though. I've got YouTube. But I'm just saying, like, basically, there's this dude that chops wood. Yeah. Anyway. There's just something about it. It's not him, the chopping the wood without his shirt and just the leather overall, leather apron. It's not just that. It's not just that. It's how he speaks. It's like a poem while he's doing it. It's like, dude, stop. No, don't stop. He's funny. He's a funny dude. Like, he's shit-stirring us ladies. He's shit-stirring us ladies. But no, like, I think it's manpower or something in Las Vegas. But they're in Las Vegas. Come back. Come to Perth. Anyone in Perth, you want to come with me? Oh gosh. Imagine being called on stage. I actually could not handle that. If you're a stranger, it's like, don't come near me with that lightsaber. Anyway, let's just not talk about that. But it's funny, right? Hey guys, it's the brain damage. The filter is gone. But I'm just saying, why are our best male performers... Gosh, I wish someone would invite me to a hen's night. I'm too old for that anyway. Too old for that. Anyway, well, what I'm saying is, why are they in Las Vegas? Let's just face it, men pick up a phone. I'm just saying. Anyway, this world is weird, isn't it? It's weird. So, my cats are playing chasey and hide and seek. It's funny. Today, don't have anything I can do because I was invited to Bubbles yesterday. But then she rescheduled to today. I'm not well. The shingles is back as well. So apart from, well, I guess we know we're the 38-degree temperatures plus above 38 as well. Sorry about, the neuralgic pain. Oh, it really hurts. Anyway, it's back. I think I picked it up from the hospital in February because I had it back in February or March. I had it back in March. And it's back again. So that's why my immune system is probably struggling even harder because I'm quite neutropenic. Like, yes, it's in the red on my blood test only days ago. But I don't know. I don't know what those numbers mean. Sir does. He knows all the numbers. So I'm not well. And I could be contagious at any point because if this starts to weep, which we've got antibiotic gel cream stuff, and we have second skin. Second skin is wonderful for shingles. I'd be careful depending on the wound. But the best thing is, the weird thing I did, because last time I didn't know it was shingles, is I actually put my pimple patches on it and it drew it all out, which I actually believe saved me from having that toxic stuff inside or just festering on the outside. But then again, what I should have really used was, I have got antibiotic cream, gel stuff that I should have used on it, basically. And I'm assuming that's what they do use. If they don't, well, I'm going to be telling my doctor it works on it, because we did use it on it and it did make a difference. But I'm not a doctor, so don't come at me for shingles advice, okay? Because I'm just a person with a shit immune system and I've got shingles. Maybe it was a hospital floor. Matt's got a meeting with the executive dude at the hospital. Oh, that's nice. You're going to finally do something. Us rares, I tell you what, guys, we suffer. Murdoch University supports us very nicely, thank goodness. I'm waiting for my patch clamp. Feels like a pretty clever thing, doesn't it? Yeah, patch clamp of my DNA. I'm waiting for that. Won't happen in my lifetime, not for my syndrome. But anyway, you can always hope, right? And if it did happen, I could have years, decades to my life back again. Woo! So I always look at that. It's happened for 5% of syndromes. There's treatments and things to help. Got neuralgic pain all on this side of my head. Fever's 38 plus. So, you know, we've contacted the doctor about the shingles. He already knows about the fevers. We didn't know where it was coming from. We did blood tests, and yes, my immune system's going, what? And my white cell blood count was low. Sounds like a hip hop song. So my white blood cells count was low. Yay for me. I'm such an overachiever. So I'm very medically sick and contagious. And then there's people contagious out there, because my sister-in-law said, COVID's out there and it's bad. And I said, well, COVID gave me a heart attack, so I'm not going out there. And I'm dead serious about it. I shouldn't use that word. Because what if I have a heart attack and I don't make it? Happens. So anyway, I have to play very safe. I have to be very careful because I'm already battling something. I caught it from someone here just by using probably the lifts, because the person that I got it from is in this building, and I saw them meters apart when we were at the pool together. and their family, but I was meters apart from all of them, because we're all chatting, but like, I think it's the lift and things like that, buttons, things like that gave it to me. So it doesn't take much, guys. Just if any of you are autoimmune compromised or any of you are just very sick, you don't need COVID too. Just be careful. In Australia, I don't know about other countries, but it's back in Perth apparently. My sister-in-law warned me because it was her birthday. I know, right? So it's like, happy birthday to you. So she was my librarian at high school. So she knows me real well. I used to talk in library. You can imagine the first Christmas with Sir and his sister, can't you? I'm like an 18-year-old and I'm like, oh my God. It's the teacher that used to tell me off. And it's even, and this is actually quite a sad story, because I left school after year 11, and even though parents could make you do that, there was no laws to give you the right to finishing high school like there is now. Now there is. You have to in Australia at least go towards TAFE or an apprenticeship, something which is wonderful to protect children from not getting an education. I really think that's a valuable law that came in, but it wasn't there for me. So I was pulled out of school because mortgage rates were high. This is before my parents were rich. This is how they got rich. So basically, this house that we all lived in was their one and only house at the time. So they're playing chasey, don't worry, the noises. Okay, don't run against walls. Yeah, that's what it's like to have a max factor. What you do? Anyway, deal with that later. I've got children again. They're just fluffy. Oh my goodness. And so basically, yeah, I was pulled out of school to help pay the mortgage, I believe. I failed one unit. Punishment. It was human biology. I'm not going to cut a rat up. No. I walked out of class like that little, protester I am. And my teacher comes out, and he was a good guy. He comes out, he's like, come on, you have to do this. You've got to understand the anatomy of the rat. It's human biology. It's not a human. And I was like, oh, but I don't want to cut up a human. And he's like, oh my gosh, this child is weird. That's probably what all my teachers thought. He's like, look, if you don't do it, I can't give you the points. And I'm thinking, oh, this is really frustrating my autism. I need those points. Can't I do it like on a piece of paper with things moving around it that don't have to involve slicing with a scalpel into a frozen rat? No, I'm not doing that. Ew. Yuck! Like, can you believe it? Anyway, not everyone's an animal lover like I am. Rats are such beautiful pets. Do you believe it or not? It's true. I know they're a pest in the country and there's all this. I know that. I understand the difference. But still, think of like Ratatouille and stuff, a little bit. Life's not Disney. Okay, basically, I'm autistic. It's hard. The poor wise of the world and all these psychology experiments. Just constantly, just put in cages. The medical things they have to do to them for us to be. We should be worshipping the mice. They're the reason we can take a tablet and know we're not going to die. And that's not a lie. There's a bit of poetry for you. Anyway. Yeah. The first year med unit was funny too. We did that in first year. No. Oh gosh, I don't even know if it was first year or second. No, it was first year. I think it was one of those units of like, if you can't get through this, you should be out of here. Because as it goes up each year, they're like, now you're in third year. Yep. It's, you got to guess what the question of the essay is, almost kind of thing. It's like, what? I can't ask any questions to you. It just, this is it. Go do it. Huh. Yeah, it's brutal, but for a reason. So you don't fuck people up. I'd be like if it was a doctor, so you don't kill people. Okay? You gotta work in the course. Anyway. So basically I am housebound. So I will have to do all my activities, which that's okay. You get to see some of my activities I do at home. Some of them are just really weird, like dancing on my sensory rug, but you've seen that before. Or dancing in my bed, pretending I'm Ariel. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's me. But I will do some projects and try and have some focus things and then rest in between. I have been feeling very unwell. And my oxygen in my heart are showing that too, and this isn't good. Hopefully the doctor's got some time. I hope I can get some medicine into me quickly. I know that Sir will contact the hospital if he has to. So at the end of the day, this is just another thing of, oh my gosh, stuff in my bed. It's probably stuff I've eaten late at night, crumbs. I'm a terrible night eater. Yep, I come alive at night. And Sir keeps saying, no, I must not feed Gizmo after midnight. I'm Gizmo, obviously. But it's true. I fight sleep for some reason. ADHD. There's too much to be done and listened to, and you know, there's so much cool stuff to do than sleep. Sleep's stupid. I still think sleep's stupid. It's my argument. I wish I was in philosophy class right now. Can this be the topic? Can we talk about sleep? Does anyone else get pissed off by the fact that we have to sleep every night? No? I'm still complaining like I'm a child. Hate sleep. Every time Sir goes and he has things on timer, lamps go down. But that's what I used to do for my own sleep routine. But that's when I had motivation because I had my children around. Maybe that was a bit of empty nest thing. But you know what I mean? When my children are around, I was excited every day. But like, you know, I used to turn different lights down. But now that my life is short, you see, I'm very conscious of that. It's like, I could squeeze some more hours into this day and the next day. I'm good. So each lamp goes down and I'm like, I look at him like Wednesday Addams. Stop it. It's like it's Google. It's not me. Okay? He does that kind of shit. Smart ass. Other times he's just like, I don't know, tells me what to do and I don't like it. I'm just saying, I don't like sleep. I have to get it because it's important for health. Duh. I mean, that is the truth. I would love to feed that ADHD brain. I used to live off 5-6 hours sleep. Not a problem. I used to be one of those people. And everyone used to go, I hate people like you. And I'm like, geez, that's nice. I'd go to work chirpy or, hey, how you going? Happy Monday. And they'd go, shut the fuck up. And I'd go, oh, sorry. Shit weekend? Who cheated? Sorry, that is a Tourette's constant saying that I do. Every time. When those two cars were coming at us, who cheated? It's the first thing that came out my mouth. My life was on the line. Like we had nowhere to go and we were in shock. And I could hear Sir in shock. I was in shock. We knew these people were coming towards us and we're like, we're going to make a decision of where we're going to go on this narrow road. And we were kind of distracted because we were like, oh, look at, because at one of our drives around our corner, you can see the river on the hill there and you're just like, oh, it's The water's glistening. Oh shit, 2 cars are coming towards us. What do we do? Which side do we go? Which one's more psycho? Because they were racing each other. It was obvious. It's like, which one's more psycho? That's what I was thinking. You can think a lot in seconds. I've been in a car accident. My car was totaled. Not by my fault, someone else. Everything in the thing just flew in the air in slow motion. I was like, oh, fuck. And I tried to stop my car so much. I pulled the handbrake, superpower, right? I not only flung my hand back, looked at the back seats. My kids weren't there, but I thought they were. So instinct, maternal instinct. So I absolutely swear I've did damage there, because for many weeks I was sore. But then straight after that, I grabbed the handbrake to pull it up. I pulled it up so much, I'm like, when the car had stopped, I had my stereo in my lap. What the fuck? I had, you know those old steering wheel things? That's a bad action to do. The old steering wheel things? Yeah. That was right onto my legs. That was painful. The seatbelt had really hurt me across here, because I've got a very exposed collarbone, no matter how fat I get, right? It really hurt. Jeez. And then, like, I'm looking at these wires, and I'm just like, that interesting. Didn't realize it was a wire thing. Putting it down. Then I've got the dude who caused the accident on his L plates banging on my window, yelling at me. It's like, you don't yell at someone in shock. I'm pretty sure, because I'm like this, looking at this handbrake. They hit the shit out of me. I remember even going to the police station, and the cops sat in the back. Must have been going freaking fast. I was like, really? I'm like, but they're behind me. Like, how much oomph can they have? Now I'm in I was in a Toyota, okay? Toyota. Superior car. Yep. Superior cars they are. Do your research. My grandfather told me that, so it's the truth. But basically, he said, like, what was her car? Oh, it was a Holden Barina. He's like, oh, yeah, well, yeah. And then I found out from my stepfather, oh, she didn't get far down the road apparently. Radiator. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Sucked in. Because she was so rude to me and her son, and left me on the side of a road, a 23-year-old, in shock. The car was totaled. I had to climb out the window. Yeah. My chassis was like this. So anyway, this truck driver, RAC comes along, truck driver. His belly's hanging out like mine, okay? Like this. I mean, I don't quite have that, but you know, I've got like this little pot belly. But he's got his, you know, the blue singlet. Hi, love. I'm like, hi. That's the car. Yeah. Wasn't my fault. Typical autistic, right? I didn't do anything. She hit me from behind. He's like, fuck, love, how'd you get that home? Oh, I drove it. He's like, what? I said, yeah, I drove it. Because I didn't know anything. And like, he's like, you're shitting me. I'm like, no. Once again, autistic. I drove it home. I was just in, like, just across from Hillary's, and this was to Kinross. I drove it home. It's not that far, really. Not really. I should have just driven to my mum's, who's in Hillary's. Who, when I rang, I was like, what do you want me to do about it? Just been in an accident, Mum. You lived as... I'm with a friend having coffee. Bitch. That's my mum. Just watch, like, Miranda Hart with her mum. That's my mum. The mum with no boundaries, you know, that is walking in your house. Now she is quite funny. If only my mother could mature and have a relationship that's like not fucked up, this is a laugh we could have. She would just walk in and just... And before I met, so, who wants to marry my daughter? Oh, that was her too. In that accent, that snobby accent. It's like, excuse me, mum. I'm not a cow. You can't sell me to the community. I'm not for sale. But you're just going to get married and have kids. Don't need an education, need a husband. That really fucked me up. It's funny though. Hey, look, I'm 51 and I'm old now. It's funny. But just you young ones, please appreciate the choices you had. Because some of us were living with those types of mums. Anyone want to marry her? Because I need to get rid of her. She's expensive. Okay? The mortgages are like, really, this is when there were really high percentages in the 80s. Okay? And like, I was paying a lot of board. Even paid for my own curtains that I left behind in my bedroom. It was a big bedroom though, upstairs. Like, I did have like a large space that I didn't have to come out of it. I had my own space. My own dance floor, basically. Because the whinging about like hearing my music. It's like, turn it down. Live a little. Old fart. My mother's only 21 years older than me. But still, she had a baby. My poor sister. Not her fault. But basically, it's like, hey, I'm trying to become something. Thought I was going to be this amazing dancer. Look, I could have been. I actually had the potential, but you know what? God does things for certain reasons. I don't know. But if I was even better than what I am, I'd go back to like calisthenics and do, because calisthenics doesn't stop as an adult. But yeah, it's just sad that I'm not talking about calisthenics, the fitness thing. There's actually a dance format of a combo of things, of gymnastics, acrobatics, dance, and just like etiquette type, pageanty type feel, like very, it's very nice dresses and flowy skirts and a lot of grace, okay? It's all about grace. Whereas with dancing, there's genres where you might get into hip hop and you're kind of doing, you know, you're thrusting your boobies. I'm just saying, like, that calisthenics isn't like that. And that's why I love it too, because the one thing I found difficult with ballet was they get so caught up in technique. And I was under a very strict school when I was a kid. So, and they're hard on kids. They're hard on kids. It's not, dance mums is not a fake thing. Like that drama goes a bit higher level, but it is like that. It is like that, actually. There might be schools that aren't, so don't take it as being black and white here. I'm sure there are schools that are not, but I'm telling you, a lot of them are. Because I remember, because I was like a Maddie, okay, and it was a lot of pressure on me, a lot of manipulation towards me, a lot of child abuse. Okay, it's not a fun industry, actually. You've got to be very protective of your child in that industry. But anyway, calisthenics is an Australian-only format, but I think it's now extended to over other places. But it's a beautiful, graceful, and I love grace. So for me, what connects with my spirituality more, you know what I mean? Like, I know that sometimes it's nice to rebel. It's fun. But you know what? It's not. Yes, God gave us free will and Jesus died for our sins. So I'm not going to say that we need to be always graceful and always sinless, stupid. I'm not saying that. But I just believe that you should try to be graceful as much as you can. And then when you do just get rebellious, don't be hateful on yourself of like, oh, I'm such a fuck up, aren't I? You know, that's just, don't be that either, because Jesus died for our sins to give us that beautiful unconditional love of forgiveness, okay? Forgiveness that, like, I have given my parents for what they've done to me. But guess what? They can't forgive me for outing them for what they did to me. They can't forgive me for that. So that's where I believe that there's beauty in, for example, if I had my parent, and this is someone who suffered severe child abuse, guys. If I had either of my parents apologize to me, have an actual conversation of repentance with me, the love that I have for them, that they would then be able to see and hear, they're not going to unless they did that. That's how life works when you live by the word, basically. But unfortunately, not everyone does. And that's okay. Like, look, if you're an atheist, please don't be offended by my talk here. I don't judge people for their own choices of any other religion too, of what, that it might be totally anti-Christianity. I don't care. I don't judge connections that I might have based on whether you are or aren't religious or what religion you are. Okay, it's all good. But I'm just saying, like, my life has worked out better living by the word. So even when, you know how there's even sayings on it, or you could look at the God of saying it, don't do what they tell you to do what's right. And sometimes that's not going to be like a thing that people are going to say, I support you in that, but yet you're doing the right thing. It sucks. It sucks. Because no one likes a truther. I know in my life, being a truther the whole way, okay, and still now, I know there's many people that are going to walk away from me now and in the future because of my truth telling. But I have chosen to always be honest, not if it's not necessary, particularly if it's going to hurt someone, but I will if it's necessary, because I feel like it's like something that you can't hide this or this. I can't hide this. This is, you know, say it's ethical or it's whatever else. Doing the right thing doesn't always bring you the best, yummiest results of being a truther. But I'm just expressing this because this is how I feel in life at the moment, is just having to do the right thing, even if it makes you uncomfortable, because you know that, I don't know, you might get punished for it, or you might get, like, someone will withdraw their love from you because of it. Yes, people do that all the time. But guess what? Like I said, God wants you to do what's right, not what's comfortable. That's Max. The Max factor. You'll have to work out what you did out there. Something's down, man down out there. Anyway, one's there, bookends. Right? I'll show you. There's Willow. Hey, baby boy. He's like, yeah, I've had enough of this little thing. This little thing. Have you been a bit much? You're staring at your brother and you're catching your breath. Okay. They've had fun. Somehow I think they've had fun. And something got knocked over. Well, Mummy will decide if something's broken. And then we'll work out who's to blame. But then we won't work out who's to blame. They'll both go like this. That's what my kids did. All right, both to your rooms then. But then the rooms were sort of like connected like that in a V. My kids have beautiful views, especially in our house, of the pool. I'm so envious. They got the best rooms of the house. But it was like in a corner. And so they'd come out of their doorway and I'd be like, oh, love each other. And if you're out there listening and spying on your mother, love each other. Always. stick together like glue. Okay? Bros forever. I want you to have deep and meaningfuls and private conversations to support each other, please. Thank you. That's all my masks. Okay, so basically, I have been choosing, like I always do, if I have a problem in life that I'm finding, look, I've got to get off this merry-go-round of shit fuckery that I feel like I've got this bad routine and I've got to flip the shit around because I can't deal with the bad routine. I've had to say, what's the right thing to do? Right, this is the right thing to do. And particularly for myself, as in, I cannot have my heart going nuts because I'm stressing myself out because I'm trying to fix something that unless others join in and fix it with me, it's not going to get fixed. So forget about that. Just, you need to keep healthy. You need to rest. You need to make sure you're taking medications. You need to, you know, all the stupid stuff. I don't need to tell you that. And I don't need another carer to tell me that because I know what the fuck to do in the basic world of adulting because my mental age is still 18. I'm not mentally a child. But I do have gaps of things like, yeah, I need to be supervised and pointed in a certain direction. But then there's other things that I'm like, I'm studying psychology. I know the pep talks. You don't need to give them to me. And I certainly don't need validation or hugs or love to feel validated in a stress situation. I just need to fix things. I'm an autistic. My brain just goes, I just need to fix it. I just need to fix the problem. I just need to fix the gaps. I need to fix the things. I don't need to be like, that's okay. It's like, what's that about? See, that doesn't make sense to me. As an autistic, that's just how it is, guys. It's not, like, of course there's situations where if I had a friend come up to me and say, oh, someone close to me's died, I'd be like, oh, there. But it's not because I'm being, yeah, it's scripted, but it's like, it's because I care. It's like, that's shit. That's horrible. What? Like, I know how I would feel if someone close to me died. So, but it's how we are. It's like, we don't respond to certain things the way a neurotypical does. Our brains are just like, fix it. Just fix it. Just fix it. Just fix it. Because my brain's just going, fix it, fix it, fix it. Because an autistic is very much an intellect-minded person all the time. Too much we are. We intellectualize even our emotions. Okay? I went to a therapist for a while for chit-chats. And she'd always say, oh my gosh, all you do is intellectualize. We need to get past that. And I'm like, autistic. I'd love to cure that bit too. She was only trying to help, sure, but autistics are really bad at, I have to get my emotions cards. Yeah, I might be 51, but I'm 18 with a lot of situations and alexithymia and things like that. I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm feeling feelings. Oh. And I have to sit with my cards and work out what am I feeling? Oh, feeling that. That's what I feel like. Yep, I feel that emotion. What is that thing? How do we get rid of it? You know, like I'll pick up a card like I'm frustrated or I'm sad. And then I'll pick maybe, you know, angry. Don't like these feelings. How do I get rid of them? I say the same thing to her over and over again with these cards. Like, what do I do with it? Okay. These emotions I don't need right now. And they do pass. Don't worry, autistics. Okay. Now, if they don't pass, then it's a mental health issue. You need to seek advice. But I'm saying that they do pass. It's just in the moment, it's like, feeling a lot of feelings. What do I do with these feelings? So I try to intellectualize and problem solve. But sometimes people around you don't want to do the same thing. So you kind of get constipated with it. So you have to just let it go and go, well, the problem's not going to get solved. And I know most of you autistics are going, oh, that would frustrate the shit out of me. Yes, it does. It does. It does frustrate. an autistic to not be able to sort something out that is sortable, basically. Sortable by just basic conversations and scheduling and planning and talking. But I cannot control others. I can only control myself. And we all know this. But yeah, we control how we react to situations. And it's kind of like God, it's a bit like Matt joked about today. I said, you know, it's funny how I'm like so sick through all of this. At least I don't have to deal with some of these stresses put on me at the moment. And it's true. It's lucky that I'm on bed rest in a really full-on way because this neuralgic pain, because it's shingles and like being careful with COVID. It's bad in Perth, and only going out, you know, when necessary. Appointments I have to do and things like that. The ones that I do have to go to, and that's what we're trying to organise, is the ones that we don't. We do telehealth or whatever. And even if it's with my GP, I said, so you can just chuck me on speakerphone and I'm in the middle. And I'll have my 10 cents. I will. So, you know, at the end of the day, it sucks that this COVID has gotten, that there is a worse strain or something. That scares me because of my last experience with COVID, guys. It caused, I have not stopped having heart problems since, okay? It scares me to think, to be quite honest, what happened last time, and people saying it's worse strain this time and different strains, and really scares me because yeah, I don't know if my body's strong enough to cope with it, because if they don't want to put me under general anaesthetic to do a procedure, I don't really like to think about catching it. So that's why now I'm going to be probably picked on, because most people like me who look so well pick on you when you say, right, I'm neutropenic, I'm need to lay low. It doesn't always get tolerated, guys. And some of you might be in my situation and you know the same thing. You've had friends or people around you that just go, that's just dramatic, you know, or something like that, like wear a mask or whatever. A mask isn't scientifically effective to protect me enough. So yeah, it's just my reality. So that's all I have to say. I've taken up 40 something minutes, so catch you in the next video, and I'll let you know more about the shingles.
I've got antivirals, pathology script forms, medications. I'm going to the pharmacy
right
now. I've just had a 10-minute phone call with your doctor.
Great. That's wonderful. So this isn't going to like go worse then?
We have to actually let it go worse before it gets better.
So we can't put that antibody cream on it?
No, I'm not putting anything onto it. I need to actually reform again so that I can actually swab the area, because until I actually get those...
Alright, so when you see this thing growing on the side of my head, just be patient with me.
That's your shoulder. Oh, sorry.
No,
I'm funny sometimes. I know.
No, that's actually more
He's apologised for that, the trigeminal pain.
Oh, he's apologised for letting it get worse before he was going to treat me.
Medicine can be cruel sometimes.
Then what is he going to do once it shows worse?
Well,
you bastards. Fuck you.
As soon as I'm able to get a swab, then I'm giving you antiviral medication straight away. You'll be able to take your gabapentin continuously through all this.
Oh, so we've got to prove it to the health department
we have to prove everything as usual.
Fuck you, health department, right now. That's all I can say. I can't believe that I have to prove it again and let it get worse. What the fuck is wrong with this world? letting it get worse because you want to prove it, to give me these antivirals. Where did shingles even come from? It never used to exist years ago, hey? Another superseded bullshit thing that you're freaking trying to do to people? Clean your fucking hospitals. That's where I got it from. Clean your hospitals. Treat neutropenic patients as that. Oh, well, you better notify the building. Although, until the swab's done.
Until the swabs are done. Yeah.
Well, just anyone that's worked around me. Meanwhile,
while we're trying to dodge COVID at the same time.
Shingles.
Let's keep... Shingles,
Not
don't
my
mingle.
fault.
I'm off to pharmacy, and I'll get you some salad as well.
I have to.
I'll see you shortly.
So I'm in quarantine because I do care, and I don't want to give it to people. Just like everyone who's avoiding spreading COVID, I have to avoid spreading shingles because this will eventually start going yuck. That's just bullshit. Anyway. It actually upsets me when my whole body is in pain. Wow. This world just wants to torture people, doesn't it? You know, it's bad enough that I'm not like could die any day, but you just want to play these games with the health department. Australia, you suck. Okay. This Australian government is just shit. You just, I know this sounds horrible, but sometimes I wish they would just like, okay, just then kill me off then. Because things you're doing to me, health department, is fucking disgusting. You failed me for 48 fucking years. In government, you failed me even letting my bloody parents be my parents. Anyway. What a fucked life I've got. So I've got to let this fester and this is going to go really huge, really fucking painful. Shingles is very painful. Anyway. I can't do protocols that I know work. So yeah, I'll try and bring you good videos, but I might be feeling a little unwell for a little bit longer than I'd like to be before giving my antivirals. Anyway, take care and watch this grow.